tryna be like nobody else. No, I ain't tryna be like nobody else. No, I ain't tryna be like nobody else. Cause I'm having too much fun tryna be myself. No, I'm not the type of chick that like to follow trends. I got a small circle, no, don't need a lot of friends. You know I gotta get this money cause I like to spend. I see you haters watching, so I just give you a grin.
How you guys doing? It's your girl Down. I'm back with another episode of Just Here to Vent. First of all, these are anal beads. And before y'all think I'm dirty, they've been cleaned, they've been washed. I'm not saying they've been used. But now they're my stress balls, you know. I haven't had a cigarette since midnight last night. And it's 1, 2, what time is it now? It's going on 12, so I think that's 12 hours. So 12 hours I haven't had a cigarette. I just need to make it 12 more hours in order for me to officially feel like I'm able to do this. Like officially feel like I'm able to make this transition because I'm so over it, I'm under it. You understand what I'm saying? Beyond. So there's other ways to relieve stress, and I think that I gotta get back to, not gotta get back, I have gotten back to, you know, reading my Bible, trying to get myself spiritually and sound. My son is doing his thing right now. Adam, can you get down from there, please? All right, so he's not going to listen. Just give me a moment. I'll be back. Okay, so I'm back. You know, I had to give my son something to drink. He just got finished eating his sandwich. Well, his 2 sandwiches because he's a little greedy boy. He's definitely more greedy than me. So like I said, I was getting back to, you know, I've been reading my Bible a lot more. I'm trying to get spiritually and sound. But I realized that I do a lot of things in phases. Like, you know, it's like, okay, I'm going through this phase, so now I'm going to move into this phase, or I'm in this phase right now, and when I'm tired of being in that phase, I'll go to another phase. And some things need to be more on a consistent level. I don't have any consistent relationships with anyone in my life except probably my son. Like everything is kind of like a tug and a pull, or a push and pull, or a back and forth, and I don't really have space for that anymore. It's either you rocking with me or you're not. We either cool or we aren't. I mean, I don't really have any more gray areas left to divulge to anyone. You know what I'm saying? So you either is messing with me, we cool, we rocking with each other, and it can be because, oh, you rocking with this person, so I'm like, no, if you don't like me, the person, like me, myself, we can't deal with each other. And I feel the same way as far as like the energy that I'm bringing to people. Like if I don't mess with you, I don't mess with you. That don't mean that I'm not going to be cool with somebody else, but I'm not going to mess with you. I'm just not going to deal with you. That's the end all be all. It's been so much going on in the media that has had an effect. You know, Takeoff was just killed this week. I think it might have been Tuesday, could have been late Monday. I'm not really sure. You know, a lot of rappers are just getting killed, you know, losing their lives to gun violence, and specifically African-American rappers, or let's just call them black men. Forget that they're rappers, but a lot of industry people have been losing their lives recently, and there has to be something going on. There's something to it. I'm not saying that it's all anything of a setup or anything like that, but when you have money, and then especially when you are at a certain level in life, you honestly, you just simply cannot do the same things that you used to do anymore. You know what I mean? I know you can still enjoy your life. You can still have fun. You can still go out. You can still party. You can still gamble. Because I know a lot of people were saying, oh, well, they got money while they gambling. Gambling isn't always about gaining money. Some people enjoy the sport of it. So I don't think that has to change based on what you have. If you're gambling all the time just to get money and not enjoying it, I mean, what really is the point of it anyways? Most times, like, when you play like that, you're not going to win anyway, so I don't really get it. But with this whole Takeoff situation, you know, Young Dolph was killed. You know, we just lost PNB Rock. You know what I'm saying? You know, King Von is dead. These are just some of the bigger names. And, you know, it's a lot of underground rappers that have also been taken out. And this is all was stemming within the past 5 years or so. And I just feel like it's getting to a point of damned if you do, damned if you don't. Like, even if you living in the hood, you're not even living a good lifestyle, you slanging dope or drugs, or, you know, you part of that life, you got a target on you. But then when you flip the coin, and then you got money, and then, you know, you got fame, and then you got, you know, insiders, and, you know, people that don't really want to see you happy or not really happy for you, then you can still have a target on yourself, because you got to worry about them doing stuff to you, or them trying to, you know, get you killed. And you kind of just get into a whole world of, like, not being trusting. The mindset of the generation that we're in right now is really perplexing to me, because no one seems to value life anymore. No one seems to care. Like, even the way that they post things, you know, everybody rest in peace this, or, you know, why was he gambling, or, you know, the question shouldn't be of why is he gambling, or the question shouldn't be anything that doesn't involve you asking why does someone else feel like they have the right to take someone's life. That should be the question. Why does someone feel like my life is so invaluable? Like, I don't get it. Sometimes I get so frustrated just thinking about all of the lives that we've lost, whether it be to gun violence or police brutality, which are the main things that have been taking us out, and COVID. Yeah, I quoted it. And I just feel like I don't get it. I'm trying to understand. Like, I need somebody to help me wrap this around my mind like a turban. I'm trying to understand. And then I think Nick Cannon is working on his 11th child, possibly his 12th. And no, that's not any of my business. What I'm trying to understand is, because just because you have money, does that make it okay to pretty much do whatever you want? Does that make it okay to treat people however you want? Does that make it okay for you to be out here creating all these broken families? What happened to the family unit? And not just the black one, just the family unit. The mother, the father, the child. What happened to that? That is like null and void. Everybody want to come up with all this new stuff, and I'm this, I'm that, I'm pansexual, I'm bisexual, I want to have an open relationship. Oh, I'm in a polyamorous relationship. Can we get back to normal? Can we get back to the normal of a woman and a man? And even if you want to have your normal of a man and a man, or a woman and a woman, but what is all this polyamorous stuff? What is all this open relationship stuff? Does anybody want to be loyal to one person anymore? Is that still a thing? I feel like we're so far removed from that probably in a few years or so, regular ass relationships like with a man and a woman are going to seem like that's not normal. You know, people want to big up people for being loyal to their spouse, or big up people for things like dads. I said that in another video, like dads that take care of their kids. It's like, what are we bigging you up for doing what you're supposed to do? And if you're married, for what? Abiding by the vows that you took? I'm just trying to understand what there's a big disconnect going on in the world right now. And I can't sit here and act like I can ignore it. Like, I can't. It's really to the point where you just sit back and you watch things, and we have been desensitized so much that we don't have the same reaction to death. That is also normalized. Gun violence, seeing an African American get killed, all of those things are normal to us now because it happens so frequently. You know what I'm saying? It's to a point where I'm just trying to figure it out. But I ain't even about to stay on that. Back to me, because, you know, it's always going to be about me. Always going to be about me. You understand? Always about me. But, so I went to the dentist today. They ain't do nothing but do an examination, some x-rays, which I told you they was going to do. That bridge is looking mighty expensive. That shit was like over $4,000. So I'm going to get a second opinion and see if I can go somewhere else and get a cheaper rate, because I can't pay that. Like, my insurance doesn't cover that, and I'm confused because when I was reading about what I was all covered for, a bridge was on the list, an implant was on the list, like all of these things were on the list that saying cavities, all that cleaning was covered. And when I say covered, of course you got to pay a copay, but my copay shouldn't be $4,000. Like, even the lady, when I had regular Medicaid, I think the copay was only like $1,200-1,300. So I'm trying to understand what's going on here. Something's afoot. I need somebody to go over my paperwork and make sure that I got the right type of insurance, because it's not making sense. Also, any of these old vets out here, do y'all know if you can be seen for dental at the VA? Y'all let me get back to me. Let me know about that if you're able to do that, because I want to find out, because I could probably get seen there and get my bridge done that way. That'd be something that I could be able to do, but we don't know. We're going to figure that out. Yesterday I discovered that my debit card was stolen. Somebody spent about $107 totaling worth of things, which I don't even care that they spent the money. What's frustrating is how are they able to use my card? I don't feel like I had enough protection from the bank. Why is y'all sitting here allowing somebody to use my card as credit when it is a debit card? Y'all didn't ask for no ID, nothing. Like the tailors at the store, the cashiers, whatever you want to call them, they are not doing their due diligence either. So I got a beef with a few people, actually, now that I'm sitting back and thinking about it. But in the same token of that, my period came on yesterday. Yeah, TMI, I don't care. You don't like it, you don't gotta watch me. And then I go try to turn my son's TV on. Now, 2 weeks ago, he didn't break his TV. He dropped it down. Like he pulled it, he was throwing one of his tantrums, so he pulled it out the wall and pulled it down off the dresser from the cord. I didn't even really think nothing of it, because that's not the first time that he's knocked his TV down. I tried to turn it on yesterday. The whole screen cracked, blacked out. And I'm just like, okay, so you know what they say, when it rains, it pours. I didn't even have energy to get upset about it. I was just looking at it like, okay. Which is crazy, because I was planning on selling my TV, you know, to catch myself up on some bills or whatever the case may be. And now I can't even do that because he doesn't have a TV, and I'm not going to let my son have a TV. Like, that's just craziness. So I'm just like, yeah, he needs a lesson to be taught. I'm working on my patience with him. He just doesn't respect me, you know, and that's like the same thing I keep talking about, like, of my son. It's like he just doesn't respect me. So I'm going to have to get that together. I'm not going to even take him to see somebody, because I can handle this myself. I can handle this all myself. My bad. I just got a text from the daycare talking about this holiday schedule. They can't wait to take their days off. Like, can we live in a world where y'all not always trying to get rid of the kids? Like, y'all got a day off for everything. Now all of a sudden y'all can celebrate in Columbus Day and all this other stuff. Like, come on, this is a daycare. These kids don't know nothing about this holiday. Like, parents still gotta go to work. Those ain't real holidays. Like, I can see y'all taking Christmas off, Thanksgiving, even possibly your birthday. But other than that, I don't acknowledge anything else. So I'm confused. But yeah, that's what's going on with me. My son broke his TV. Somebody stole my debit card. They said they're going to give me the funds back or whatever. I'm still waiting on my debit card to get sent. So I ain't going to have nothing to use for a few days. But I can always go to the bank and go get money out, but I don't really need money for nothing right now. I already got gas in my car, so I'm straight on that. But I'm just like, I didn't like that I wasn't protected. And even when I was talking to the people at Wells Fargo, like, they just was acting like it wasn't no big deal, and like, not to get over it, but they wasn't understanding my plight. And I was upset about that, very much upset. So I'm like, okay, it's cool, because when I get my little card back from them, I'm about to open my account back up with PNC, and I'm gonna tell Wells Fargo to kiss my A-double snake. You hear me? I only have 2 more weeks left in the classroom, and then 1 week at home of training. This is week 7. We have another test coming this Friday, so I'm excited about that. I'm trying to think, am I missing anything? Oh, my mom's birthday is next Thursday. She would have been 68 this year. My girlfriend was saying, let's go release some balloons and turn up. But I don't really do stuff like that. I will turn up. Let's be clear. I'll turn up. But I'm probably not going to release any balloons. Like, I think I told you, my mom didn't get to have her funeral. I believe my dad cremated her. I was irked that he didn't keep the ashes, but that's neither here nor there. But he didn't know if somebody wanted them, whatever. If I wanted to get a base, whatever. Not like that they hear it, but it's just a feeling. You know what I'm saying? That they could be. Like, whatever. But, so her birthday is next Thursday, which is also the Marine Corps birthday. Shout out to me, because, I'm an ex-vet. I wasn't the best vet. I wasn't the best Marine, but, I still made it. I got my EGA or whatever. And can't nobody take that from me. You know what I'm saying? So, like, yeah, come see me with these hands if you think you about their life. Like, no. But, no, on some real shit, I don't expect to get into any more physical fights in my life. So I guess I gotta like change how I talk. Cause like with my mouth, I'm liable to get into at least a few more fights before the time I'm 40. Cause I just be saying what I'm thinking. I say how I feel. It's not even about me being in tune with my emotions. It's just truly, I realize that I do say a lot of stuff that don't need to be said. Like I be on some fuck shit. You know what I'm saying? But I can at least admit that about myself. I can at least say that, you know what I'm saying? I see that, so I know that that's something that I have to change. The biggest problem that anyone can have is thinking that they don't have a problem at all. So I feel like I'm at least ahead of the curve with that. I've been getting some help with these people that work for the Veterans Department, and they've been trying to get me some resources. I'm trying to get myself back into therapy. So I really just need someone to talk to. There's times where I feel like super alone, like I don't have anybody. Then I'll feel like I have somebody, and then they make me feel like I don't have them either. So it's just like, it's just a tug and pull. So I just feel alone. You know, it's really just me and my son out here for real. Just me and him thugging it out, 10 toes down, doing this thing called adult life, you know what I'm saying? And I don't like to constantly say like, oh, it's just me and him, because there's a lot of single moms out there with multiple children, making it happen, getting it done, and complaining less as I do, or, being able to accomplish more, but without a strong support system, I don't feel like you can really achieve too much unless you are really, really, really just a really strong-willed person. And I have strong will, but like if I don't have the support, I do get into my regular demeanor of being lackadaisical, not feeling like doing nothing, like, just kind of saying fuck life. I don't have that luxury to do that anymore. Trust me, there be times where I don't even want to get up out of bed. I'm trying to hide from the world, you hear me? But like I can't do that because I have a child to take care of. So it's like he is that constant, consistent thing in my life that I feel like I need it personally in order to be a better person. Because like I said, it's changed my perspective on a lot of things. I realize I can't, just because you know somebody for years don't mean that y'all got to continue to know each other, if you know what I'm saying. Or y'all got to continue to have a relationship. Like, hell, even my best friend back home, I still call her that even to this day. But we've just grown apart. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't mean that there was always some underlying issue, at least not on my part. Like, I know I was sincerely genuine with her. But at the same time, people just grow apart. They're not meant to stay in each other's lives forever and ever and ever. You want it to be that way, depending on who it is, but it's like, it's not always set up or made to be like that. Sometimes you got to read the signs and the symbols. Maybe God has been telling you for a long time something, but because it's not what it is that you wanted or wanted to hear, you've been constantly turning the blind eye to it, or like, no, I'm just going to go ahead and do this. And that's why a lot of times, a lot of stuff doesn't work out for you, and like I said, I can only speak from my own personal experience. That's a lot of the times why a lot of stuff hasn't worked out for me. But just getting back to all of the industry deaths, I pray for Takeoff's family, all of his friends, all the people that's going to miss him, all of the people that he was taken from that really loved him and cared about him, because it just sucks, because it's, like I said, this is now becoming a new normal. All of these deaths, all of this gun violence, all this police brutality. It's like they're not doing anything to it. You got to understand that media is being controlled. You got to understand that news is being controlled. You got to understand TV works off ratings to include news. Like sometimes people will put a story out there just to get ratings on the news. And it's like, this is news. I thought this was supposed to be informative, not you guys like trying to gas it or gaslight it or make it more than what it is just in order for people to watch your news channel. This whole world is like just a one big pile of everybody getting over on somebody else in order to get ahead. And that's probably why I don't adapt that well, because that's not my MO or my personality. I think I'm very sincere, sometimes too sincere. I think that I have too many feelings all the time. Like I have a lot of feelings, and it's hard to separate the feelings from what's really going on a lot of times. And for me, that's what I have been, will continue to work on. And that's really it. I'm not looking for any relationship. I don't want to be with anybody but myself. You know what I'm saying? I could be happier. I'm not unhappy. I just want more to be going on in my life. Meaning like, I feel like I want to have more accomplished than I have accomplished. That's really the main thing. I guess stuff just takes time, and I'm not really known for being patient or having patience. So that's my number one 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever number you want to put it at. That's a struggle of mine that I'm working on. So, yeah. Shout out to everybody that be watching my videos. Leave a comment, like, hit the subscribe button. Definitely the notification bell. Do those 2 first, and then the like, and then the comments, and then the shares, and then everything else. That's all that's really going on with me. I already got some stuff that I'm getting ready to purchase for Christmas for my son. I'm going to get his stuff out the way. They did say that they was going to try to see if they could, because they have, the lady that's working with me through the Veterans Department she paid my rent for October for me, which was good because I didn't have the money to pay it. And then, you know, when I was telling her kind of like, you know, what's going on with me, what I got going on, she put in a request to see if she could also pay for November, December. I believe she's going to be finding out or letting me know before the week is out. I truly hope that works out. I've been praying on it. But it's kind of like one of those things where whatever's going to be is going to be. What's meant to be is going to be. If it's not meant to be, it's not going to be. So I'm claiming this though, like, because all I need is for her to do that, just to pay me up for November, December. And I ain't going to be out here asking nobody for nothing else after that, like, because I'm going to be able to catch up. I'm going to be able to stack up. That's all you need is that little leg up. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I've been getting help, but I need a leg up. There's a difference between help and getting an actual leg up, like being ahead of something. So, like, if they're able to pay for November, December, it's like, cool, I'll have like 7 checks within that time frame to be able to put towards, you know, January, February, March. You know, granted, I still have other bills to pay, like my car note, my insurance, you know, gas, diapers, and all that other stuff. But that ain't nearly as high as my rent is. So it's like, I feel like I really am praying that works out. And the Lord is, like I said, is continuing to work with me. And I know he's going to continue to work on me. And like I said, but I got to do the work too. That's all I got for you guys. Make sure you hit that like button, the subscribe button, and notification bell. Share if you care, leave a comment. I just wanted to give y'all some updates on me, talk a little bit about what's going on in the world and how it's affecting me. And that's pretty much it. I'm going to see you guys in the next video.